Family of faith, God didn't bring you this far to lose you. Keep your head up and keep fighting. Forget doubting you are not a chosen one. God put you in this battle because he knew nobody would ride for him as hard as you. When the enemy appeared on God's doorstep and said, I want to battle, God needed somebody on the front line, and he chose you. He didn't choose you by accident. He didn't choose you for no reason. He chose you because he knows when the going gets tough and the bullets start flying, you aren't going to do any running. You're going to be right there standing the whole time on all 10. If this is what we must do, let's do it. God knows everything you've been through. So when the enemy says, I want to tempt somebody, God says, I recommend this one to you so I can show you. It isn't breaking them. They have been through way worse than what you're trying to tempt them with. What do you think? This is going to break them? All right, cool, go ahead. I'm going to show you something. You have been through stuff the average person would never have to experience. If they experienced even half of it, they would have folded every single time. And you don't want to complain about all the things you could do. You are complaining about the greatest thing that ever could happen to you. And it's not that you're not getting to a point where you can trust God. No, it's that God has gotten to a point where he can trust you. You're right. Everybody doesn't go through this. But God can look at you and say, I can trust you to go through this, whatever it may be. It had to happen. You had to go through the breakup. You had to lose the job. They had to reject you. The deal couldn't go through. And it's not because God doesn't love you. It's because he loves you so much. He refused to let you settle. You upset with God saying no. And you don't even realize that you would never have heard him say yes if he had not said no. God is trying to set you up to be somebody people look up to and not somebody people look over. But you have to be honest and assess where you are. God has already given you everything you need, but it will take everything you have. So family, if this is really what you want to do, let's do it. Because I promise you, it isn't a demon in hell that can do anything with you. The only reason it's so uncomfortable is that God is showing you this isn't where you belong, and it's not where you will stay. You're just passing through. So every hater, doubter, naysayer, every single one of them will remember your face when you make it to the top. You fought for everything you had. You fought for your dreams. You fought for your family. You fought for your relationships. And if you have not yet noticed, you are pretty good at fighting. So if this is what you believe is yours, fight like it's yours, and make sure you don't stop swinging until you win. From this point forward, your mindset has to be anything that stands against you will be defeated. So if they stack the odds against you, guess what? The odds are going to have to get it too. And if you're going to say it, stand on it. Stand on that for the rest of this year and watch where God takes you as we rebuild the city.